creating dynamic user interaction, enforcing edge limit with JavaScript. Hey there, coding enthusiasts. Welcome back to another exciting episode where we dive into the world of web development. I'm Zeka, your web simplifier, and today we are going to explore how to create dynamic user interaction using JavaScript. Specifically, we'll all learn how to enforce an edge limit and provide an instant feedback to user. So let's get started. I've first of all create a folder and call it user edge. Now I'm about to open a folder with VS Code. Now we have our folder open in my favorite IDE, which is VS Code, and here is the setup. Now here is the setup. This we have a simple HTML form with an input field for users to enter their edge. Our goal is to ensure that the edge doesn't exceed 60 and provide instant feedback to the user. Let's see how we can achieve this using JavaScript. And below, I've already connected the JavaScript index.js there. And up we have a two tag, one with the ID of field and the other with the ID of error. So now let's get started with our JavaScript. First, we select the relevant element from our HTML using getElement by ID. We have the edge with the double E, input field as well as the field, and arrow paragraph where we all display messages. I have to come back to our form and put the ID of edge in our input, because that's where we are going to get the value. Okay, next we add an event listener to the edge with the double A input. This means that whenever the user type or change the value, our code will respond in real time. In real time, it will respond. Inside our event listener, we create an error function, an anonymous error function, and now we are going to have our variable of edge. Now we create a variable of edge and pass an integer. We then check if the edge is greater than 60. If it is, we display an error message in the error message paragraph, and the promise is not created. This ensures our edge limit is enforced. Now, if edge, assuming the edge is within the limit, we created promise inside the promise. Our origin condition, in our origin condition, if the edge is less than 12, we reject the promise with a message. If it is greater than 60, we reject it with a message. Now with this code right here, if at the edge is greater than 60, our error.inner text will be edge must be or less than 60. That's what we're going to see in one of our paragraphs. And we have our field.inner text, which we left it empty. with an empty string because we don't want it to print anything at that stage. Now let's come to our promise. Assuming the edge is within the limit, we create a promise. Inside the promise, we maintain our origin condition. If the edge is 12, we reject the promise with a message. If it is greater than 12, we resolve the promise with a success message. But here, if the edge is 12, I still want it to be success. Like, this is perfect edge. That's what I'm trying to say. Resolve, this is perfect edge. Else if edge is greater than 12, I want it to be also resolved. You are in edge brackets at your edge. So I need to change that to at your edge. Let's use a $sign and curly brackets to put edge so we can get the value of the edge. But I think we need to change it to literal templates so we can get the value of the edge and not read it as a string. Else anything other than 12, or anything less than 12, you are too young to be my student. That's the error message you want to display at that point. And now let's go and check the result of our code in our HTML. Now I'm going to open it with a live server extension. That's what I use, or live server preview. Let's check our code if it is updating in real time or not. Let's see what happens. Let me zoom it more. Edge must be 60 or less because edge is greater than 60, so it's throwing an error that edge must be 60 or less. What if we say 88 is still greater than 60? We are getting the same error. But if we sort, what if we put something 8? I'm not seeing an error because we are not done with our promise. Mastering JavaScript promises, understanding the .then and the .catch. We need to catch our error. First off, let's talk about the .then. This method is like a bridge to success when a promise is resolved, meaning our task is complete successfully. The .then method is invoked. It is our gateway to handling the fulfillment of our promise. That's .then method in the code snippet. In our example code, after our promise evaluates the .then method, take over instead this callback function. We can specify what action to take with the resolve value, whether it is displaying a message, updating the UI, or performing any desired task. The then value is our go-to. Now, let's talk about the .catch. Now let's shift our focus to the other spectrum, the .catch method. When a promise is rejected, indicating a failure in our task, the .catch method springs into action. Now let's see it here. Now we say .catch. What do we need to do here? We need to say error that inner text of message, because we are calling this message equals to message, and the message is our error message, whatever the error message is. And our field.inner text, we are going to give it an empty string. We don't want to say anything because we don't want anything to be updated. Otherwise, it's going to give us a double updates. That's why in our .then and our .catch, we have this empty string in our thing. Let's see it in action. Now there we have it. Let's see it in action. If our .then and our .catch is going to give us what we expected. Yeah, of course. Now here is it working. If we put 5, which is less than 12, we are saying you are too young to be my student. That means the .catch is catching the error and is displaying it in real time in our screen. Guys, are you getting it? This is display in real time. Feel free to copy this code and make use of it as you want. 1000 years, age must be or less than 6. 1, you are too young to be my student. Our code is really working in real time. Feel free to like, comment, and give me feedback about this video and how I can improve it. Hopefully you learn something, and the most important thing in promise in JavaScript is the .then and the .catch, because you need to catch your error and you need to pass the successful message if what you are doing is successful. So whether you are crafting interactive web application or tackling complex backend process, understanding and mastering this promise method is a game changer. Thanks for joining me today. Until next time, and keep coding and keep pushing. Thank you guys.